When life gives you potatoes, let's make potato rolls. I'm Brian Hart Hoffman, the editor-in-chief of Bake From Scratch magazine, and you might find yourself thinking, what sets these beautiful rolls apart from the rest? Well, it's all about a secret ingredient, mashed potatoes. Yes, you heard me right. We are taking an ordinary sandwich roll to a whole new level by incorporating creamy mashed potatoes into the dough. Not only does the addition of mashed potatoes give these rolls an incredible moisture and softness, but it also helps to create a nice tight crumb structure, resulting in a perfectly pillowy texture we can all crave and get behind. Let's get started. You're gonna love these. Step one in the process is to get some of my ingredients into the bowl of the stand mixer, starting with flour, sugar, salt, and yeast, and then just give it a quick stir with the paddle to get all of that combined, just like that. And let's get our potato mixture underway over here in the saucepan. I'm gonna put some milk. I've got butter. I've got potato water. You're gonna wanna save that from when you've boiled your potatoes to do the mashing. And then here we go. Secret ingredient time, mashed potatoes going in. I'm just gonna stir and get all of this warm to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The mixture's ready. I've got the butter melted. It's at the right temperature. But before we add this to the stand mixer, I should tell you, these are not mashed potatoes that are left over from dinner. These are mashed potatoes that you're making and mashing for this recipe. No seasoning, no anything, so that we add it to the recipe as we want it. All right, now that we got that set, let's get in the mixing bowl. So all of this goes in to your stand mixer. And then we're just gonna let this combine with the paddle attachment to get started. With all of that combined, let's get an egg in. After the egg, we're gonna gradually add some flour. With a nice shaggy dough, let's switch to the dough hook. Then it's gonna knead for about 10 to 12 minutes. You might have to add a little bit of flour along the way too if it's too sticky, so have a little bit on standby. You'll add it 1 tablespoon at a time. Do the kneading dance. Now that my dough's finished, I'm just gonna spray a bowl so that I can turn it out for its first rise. But the dough is a little bit sticky, and we want it to be. It's a nice soft dough. So you may need to put a little bit of flour on your hands and some on the board before you turn out the dough, just to make it easier to work with. Then you can transfer your dough from the bowl and just make it into a smooth round. So you might wanna use the board a little bit just to get a nice round shape for your dough like this. And then place it in that bowl and immediately turn it so that the top is what went into that oiled surface. Now, we'll cover this and let it rise until it doubles in size. Our dough is ready. And look at this, beautifully risen. The texture changes too, so it's not as sticky, much easier to work with. And this recipe makes 6. So I'm gonna divide this into 6 rolls for this, so we have sandwich or burger buns. But if you wanna make this into dinner rolls, you can divide it into 12 and make it a smaller size too. That's okay. If you're making 6 of these, they should each weigh 138 grams. Dang, that was good. Right on the money. After dividing your dough, it's time to shape each piece into a nice smooth round. I'm just using my board to turn and pull to create that nice tension, this beautifully round roll. And then you'll place them on the baking tray, seam side down. Space them about 2 inches apart so they have plenty of room to expand. The rolls are beautifully shaped, and guess what's gotta happen now? They've gotta be covered again so they can rise until they double in size. That's gonna be about an hour. Ooh, look, look, look. We're almost there. The oven is preheated to 350, so it is go time on baking. But before we do that, let's do a quick egg wash. I've got egg and milk. I'm just gonna give this a quick scramble or whisk to get this all nice and combined. Now this egg wash gives these a beautiful golden color while baking. Then we're gonna brush it on each one of these Now, X marks the spot of deliciousness, so let's score an X into the top of each of these. I'm gonna use kitchen scissors, but you could use a sharp paring knife or a lame if you're feeling really fancy with your bread work. But I'm just gonna take these scissors and cut one direction and then the next, just to give these a nice place to expand so they don't bust open in the oven on their own. And now we're off to the oven. Oh, after baking for 20 to 25 minutes, I did let them cool for 15 minutes, but look how amazing these are. They are ready for your burger, your sandwich, or just to devour, right? That's right. The recipe for these is in the description of today's video, and if you want to bake along with me live, I host classes for Williams-Sonoma most Monday nights, and then please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Oh, and we have a pretty active Facebook group too, so if you'll head over there and post photos or videos of your version of these delicious rolls, I would love to watch and follow along. You never know, we might share some of those photos over in our Instagram feed at The Bake Feed. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's your turn. Preheat your ovens, it's time to bake.